Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Screezilla here, and I hope you're all well, and you join me for some more naval action today. Yes, naval action, what a surprise. Today's video though is the top 5 ways to fix naval. Now, this is a top 5 list I've compiled to basically fix naval in its current state. Now I believe naval will be going into its 1.0 stage in the next patch or two. They're going to be going to live version of this game very soon, and these are problems that we've told them throughout the whole years of testing. Number 1, better maps for both small and large ships. Larger maps for destroyers and cruisers, smaller riverways and smaller river style maps for these type of boats, patrol boats. These patrol boats do not work on these large open maps where you can just launch shells across the map from the spawn camp and easily acquire people, easily take them out, easily get wins. These maps simply don't work, and they're simply not very fun. Basically all you're doing is rushing to a zone, and the ABC cap system is something that needs to go too, by the way. You just rush to a zone to try and cap it, and as you do that you get people just flanking you and taking you out, and there's no real skill involved, there's no real ability involved. It's just literally a mad race to see who can get to the cap first, get it, and then who can jump into their next boat quickly. Number 2, AI gunner fix. Now this is a big one because AI gunners are far too overpowered at the moment. AI gunners are so strong it basically eliminates the threat of aircraft to a point. Now aircraft will suicide bomb you and kill you by, crashing into you or dropping their bomb at the last moment. I really hate this feature, and they need to take it away because you need to be able to watch your own boat. But basically you can't help but suicide into enemy planes, enemy boats, because you literally are flying into them and the AI gunners are acquiring you at 2 to 3 kilometers, and you've got no hope in hell. If you're trying to go up against a destroyer or a cruiser, you simply can't do it with the current fleet as it is. Now one way to remedy this would be to add the system that we have in single player mode for War Thunder, which is where you get 4 planes. Now you have all 4 planes coming in, and when you die you jump to a plane that's in that air group. Now the air group will follow your lead plane, they won't wander off, so they're all with you. Maybe having an air group system would actually work out and make it somewhat survivable for planes, and make planes somewhat a threat to boats, because at the moment you don't feel that threatened by aircraft unless you see a HE-111 at extreme altitude. There's not really much out there that's going to be a threat to you. This next one is sort of the 5th one is sort of ties into this second one, but next up is number 3, the SF-40 and AF series, so the AF-1 and AF-3 I believe it is, the concrete boats. Sorry, my brain just went from Russian when I was thinking overpowered. The concrete boats. These need to move up a BR. Now the SF-40 needs to be up to 7.3. The AF D1 and D3 should be around 4.0. The ships are simply too strong, they're too powerful, they're too hard to take out of the game. It simply isn't fun. You can't have fun in the game when you've got those kind of boats in the area, and it ruins any form of strategy, because all they do is wipe you out instantly. In a patrol boat, for instance, you haven't got a hope in heck of getting to them. Now, this MPK, we're going to get a torpedo off of it. If it was a flak boat, we probably wouldn't have done. We would just be wiped out instantly, and that's a huge problem. These ships are problematic and they're game breaking. Number 4, FPE and parts. Now this is one that we've said for a long time. FP in parts from the start. Fire prevention needs to be on boats, because there are so many shells flying through the air, you're going to get hit so much in a boat. The incendiary effect is constant, and you will get hit coming out of the spawn by maybe one single incendiary shell and catch on fire. A small, minor fire, but you can't put it out, and that's ridiculous. You're on a bloody boat. You're on a boat. What's this stuff all around you? It's water. What do boats do when they catch on fire? The crew puts it out with pails of water. It's not that bloody hard. Now, the fact that Gaijin have not changed this system, will not change this system, shows that they have a fundamental lack of knowledge on how to play their game and how their game goes. Especially for larger vehicles, such as destroyers and cruisers. There is nothing worse than going out of the spawn and instantly being set on fire, and that's your game over. Or instantly being hit in the transmission and not being able to actually leave your spawn anymore. You're stuck there and you can't do anything about it. Now, they are trying to do things, and I use air quotes for that with some certain areas, but fire prevention needs to be as a standard thing for boats. Not ground. Ground, stay as it is, but boats need it. They desperately need this system. Without this system, they simply cannot exist. And that's it. You know, there is so much wrong with it, and so many problems. You've seen here in about 6 minutes of gameplay, I've died 3 times. Now I was playing a little bit recklessly, but I've got 5 kills, so I'm up on kills. Now, number 5 is vehicle aiming. Currently, ship aiming is simplified. It's simply too easy. Press X, point, click. This shouldn't be the case. Instead of this, make it so similar to ground forces. So you press X as your rangefinder. You get a range on the targets. Then you have to elevate the guns yourself. You have to aim it up. You have an elevation indicator on the side. You get it to that elevation. You then fire, and then hope you hit. This will take away a lot of RNG from the game, because currently it's hugely RNG related. It's got more RNG than the other warship game that's currently out there. So making this so it's a skill-based system, so you actually have to aim your guns, would really rectify that and let skilled players be able to shoot from the start at certain areas, and unskilled players really not have very good matches and actually have to learn how to play the game. Now, the same goes for anti-aircraft and secondary batteries. Now, at the moment, they just automatically shoot at whatever you have them set to. So if you have them set to planes, you're automatically going to start to have boats shooting at you. For instance, these boats here are going to start firing at me. Now, I'm around 4 kilometers away, and instantly, you can see here, the AI gunners are starting to fire at me. You can't really get close in a plane. You can get lucky sometimes, but it's very rare that you get close to a ship in a plane. The only way to really take them out is to basically suicide dive them, and that shouldn't be the way. Now, manual aiming would make the game a lot harder, but it would also mean that there was actually skill involved. You know, and it would really make the game a lot more interesting as well. It's not just floating around pressing X and hoping for the best anymore. At the moment, this game, this mode, is no better than a point-and-click phone tapper. Actually, a point-and-click phone tapper probably would have more skill involved. These are the 5 things that I think need to be changed before this game goes completely fully live, before it comes out of its beta state. These are the 5 things that I think would make Naval good and fun and interesting. And, well, that's it really. That's the end of this video. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you think that Naval's too easy? Do you think it's too hard? Do you think it's boring? Do you think it's fun? Do you think that it is just a frustrating game? Let me know in the comments and I'll answer. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Sorry it's not a huge one, but I just really wanted to make the statement on this one and really talk about how Naval needs to be fixed in this respect. This event, of course, is simply here to get players playing this mode. It's here to get players playing Naval because they need the raw data, because not enough people actually play it without an event happening. And that's sadly true. Even with the event, there's only, usually about 40 to 50 people playing across the BRs, and that's from, destroyers and cruisers to the basic small boats. There are not a huge amount of players. and they need these players to get the test data in. If they listen to us, great. If they don't, well, we're still going to have the same problems when it launches it into live service. Alright guys, until next time, this is me, Screezilla, out. Bye bye.